The rusted, "Welcome to Silent Hill" sign loomed like a decaying tombstone, the paint peeling like flayed skin. Elena slammed on the brakes, heart pounding against her ribs like a trapped bird. Fog, thick and cloying, swirled around the desolate town, swallowing buildings whole and muffling sound to a chilling hush. Silence Hill. The name resonated with chilling whispers from her aunt's cryptic diary, a place shrouded in its own tormented memories. Yet, here she was, drawn by a desperate plea scrawled on the diary's final page. "Come home, Elena, before it swallows you whole." She gripped the steering wheel, knuckles white, as the town unfolded before her like a nightmare tableau. Boarded-up windows stared back like sightless eyes, their cracks promising glimpses of a darkness within. Even the air felt choked, thick with the stench of decay and something else, a cloying sweetness that made Elena light-headed. Headlights cut through the fog, revealing skeletal branches clawing at the sky, their leaves long withered and fallen. A skeletal dog materialized in the beam, its ribs stark against its matted fur, before dissolving into the swirling mist as quick as it appeared. It was a prelude to the chorus of horrors that soon began. A rusted swing set swayed eerily in an abandoned playground, its chains creaking like tortured sobs. A doll with vacant eyes watched her from a shattered storefront window, its smile too wide, too knowing. Faded movie posters on brick walls depicted grinning clowns and monsters with limbs that stretched unnaturally long. Every shadow held a lurking menace, every rustle of leaves a whispered threat. The town seemed to twist and turn around her, familiar alleyways becoming labyrinthine, landmarks vanishing and reappearing in impossible locations. The car radio hissed with static, broken only by the occasional garbled transmission, a disembodied voice pleading for help amidst the shrieks of unseen terror. Then, in the distance, a flicker of light, a flickering neon sign above a bar with peeling paint and boarded windows. The last chance it proclaimed, taunting her with a hollow hope. Hesitantly, Elena pulled in, the headlights illuminating a rusty gas pump and a porch overrun by creeping vines. From within, the murmur of hushed voices drifted out. Pushing open the creaking door, a blast of heat and cigarette smoke assaulted her senses. Three figures hunched over a flickering poker table, their faces obscured by the dim light and thick clouds of smoke. As she stepped closer, their heads snapped up, revealing faces etched with fear and paranoia. "You shouldn't be here," rasped a man with a gaunt face and bloodshot eyes. "This town ain't for the lost anymore." Elena ignored the warning, her desperation drowning out fear. "Have you seen her? A woman with red hair, about my age, my aunt." The men exchanged uneasy glances. One, his beard scraggly and matted, pointed to a back room shrouded in darkness. "Go," he grunted, "but don't say we didn't warn you." Elena swallowed her apprehension and plunged into the shadows. The air grew colder, the smell of damp earth and something else, something rotten and ancient, filling her lungs. She fumbled for a light switch, and as the bulb flickered to life, a scream clawed its way out of her throat. Across the room, slumped in a cobweb-draped armchair, sat a woman with tangled red hair. But it wasn't her aunt. Her face, young and beautiful, was twisted in a rictus of terror, her eyes vacant sockets staring sightlessly into the shadows. In her hand, clutched tight, was a faded diary, its pages filled with scribblings about a woman named Elena, a town called Silent Hill, and a darkness that awaited those who dared to enter. As Elena stumbled back, a chilling whisper echoed through the room, carried on the cold air. "Welcome home, Elena." The diary slipped from her trembling fingers, the ink bleeding into the warped floorboards, staining the wood with a crimson that mirrored the woman's empty eyes. The lights flickered and died, plunging Elena into the suffocating darkness. She was trapped, lost in a town that craved not just silence but souls, and she was its next plaything. Like and subscribe for more, and stay tuned for Chapter 2.